And that's Gordon Thomas Ward. He'll be doing the last Bound for Glory Live of the summer on the 28th of July. And hey, we've got a great show for you tonight. Let's welcome Nate and Kate. Nate Marshall and Kate.
Thank you.
Freight train, rolls so fast. Freight train, rolls so fast. I don't know what train I'm on. Won't you tell me where I'm going? When I die, oh, bury me deep, way down Old Chestnut Street, so I can hear that old number 9 when she goes rolling by. Freight train, rolls so fast. Freight train, rolls so fast. I don't know what train I'm on. Won't you tell me where I'm going? When I'm dead and buried in my grave, no more good times here will I crave. Place the stones at my head and feet, tell them all I've gone to sleep. Freight train, rolls so fast. Freight train, rolls so fast. I don't know what train I'm on. Won't you tell me where I'm going? Tell me where I'm going. Tell me where I'm going.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Such a pleasure to be back. We're trying something a little new tonight here. So, as you know, you're here. It's a live radio show. We're going out on the air. The radio, we're also on the internet live streaming for the first time. So give it up for Norm coming and live streaming the show tonight. Norm Scott. Thank you, Norm. So we're going to do our best to deal with all these media at the same time. And,
Right. So if you're listening on WVBR, you can also potentially watch if you go to our Facebook page, which is Nate and Kate.
Yeah.
Which is also our website, nateandkate.com.
Nice, Kate.
You're welcome, Nate.
So this is my friend Kate, if I haven't introduced her, a very good friend. We've been friends for a long time here. We even had a kid together, didn't we?
Yeah, best friends.
That was a good call. Anyway, the show is billed as Nate Marshall and Friends. We've been here before as Nate and Kate, and Kate needed to get out of the house tonight, and so here we are. So we're working on a new record. This one's going to be on the new record, and it's a drug song. It's called Ode to Coffee. Ready?
Sure.
Coffee, why do you do the things you do to me? Make every morning so new to me. The way you gurgle and brew for me. 10 years took us right across this country.
Yes, you did.
Ooh,
Cafe Circuit, tip jar money.
I harmonized with screeching espresso machines.
Lots of times.
Still on the road, chasing coffee.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Perched on the
Piano,
staring back at
coffee,
stands my inspiration. It's just a splash of cream.
coffee.
I know that you will never lie to me. Now I can feel you
Inside of me, those magical molecules of caffeine.
Guitar strings will ring for coffee. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. I had no coffee today. It's the first day in a while I haven't had coffee.
Ooh,
I don't believe it
could
either.
you tell? I had a very large cup.
Did you?
Yeah, I did drink the whole thing.
Well done. Well, we're going to keep it going here with some songs from our last record, our latest record we have available here tonight for just $10. It's called Here You Are. And we're going to do one song from that and one song from our first record, Fame by Frame. And we're doing back-to-back here. This was one, I should say all of our songs are sing-alongs if you guys, especially if you guys sing. And you're welcome to, please do. And in the next set, in the third set, we will have a lot of scheduled sing-alongs.
There is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor woman and me. Oh God, I'm one. If I'd only listened to what my mama said, I'd be at home today. But being so young and foolish, Lord, I let a gambler lead me astray.
my father is a drunkard, Lord. He drinks down in New Orleans. Now the only thing a gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk. And the only time he's ever satisfied is when he's on a drum. Somebody go get my baby sister. Tell her not to do what I have done, but shine that house in New Orleans they call the rising sun. There is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor girl and me. Oh God, I'm one.
Thank you.
When our day is done, we'll do cartwheels across the sun. There will be bathing suits and flutes for everyone. We'll eat tangerines while choirs sing like wildfire. When our day is done, and when our day is done, you won't be at a loss. You won't have to lift a shovel or take orders from a boss. And we'll wipe every bead of sweat from our brows without regret when our day is done. And when our day is done, there will be no twisted arms, no broken shins, no heroin, no 6 a.m. alarms. And we'll take a long-earned break and eat vegan wedding cake when our day is done. Yes, we will. When our day is done, we'll do cartwheels across the sun. There will be bathing suits and flutes for everyone. We'll eat tangerines while choirs singing like wildfire. When our day is done, when our day is done, I'm a gonna tap dance on the sea. Throw with Joe DiMaggio and burn fashion magazines. Scott Joplin will be tickling keys as William Blake pens verse for me when our day is done. And when our day is done, nobody'll give a damn if you're suave or beautiful. Pay tax to Uncle Sam, and every face will shine like Halley's Comet all the time when our days are done. When our days are done, we'll do cartwheels across the sun. There will be bathing suits and flutes for everyone. We'll need tangerines or choirs are singing like wildfire when our day has come. Thank you. All right.
All right, thank you.
Now, out with the old. It's time for new music.
I'd like to
It's
do
not
that.
really new anymore. We've been playing these tunes for a while, these new
Yeah,
ones.
we'd like to do that one as a medley.
Yeah.
You know, the one's kind of a downer, and then we try to pick it up. But it's really also a song about death. We like to joke. We like to joke that most of Nate's songs are either about death or money. You'll see that. You'll see the theme as the night goes on.
That's right. We're fundraising for a new project. It's called Love and Money. Not Death and Money. Love and Money. Cool. So I'm going to try out some new songs tonight in the next sets. But we're going to try out a new one here. First, this one's about the hometown that I grew up in. I grew up in a little town in eastern New York, kind of near Falcon Ridge Folk Festival, actually. So get those tickets. It's called Dover Plains, New York. And this song is called Dover Plains. I'm going to send it out to any of my friends from Dover Plains who are listening or watching the live stream in California, this is all in my imagination, California, Chincoteague, Virginia.
Maybe we should mention again, you could find the live stream by going to nateandkate.com and
That's
clicking
right.
on our Facebook page there and then following the link to YouTube. That's kind of a roundabout way, but that will get you there. I don't know how else, what would be easier than that.
Thank you for steering the ship in
I
the
know,
right direction.
technology, it's tricky. It's very tricky.
We're going to sing about that too. We're going to sing about that too in a little bit. First, we got Dover Plains here. Hope you enjoy. Hello, all of you here at the live audience. Thank you for coming. I'm here for you too. You are my preferred mode of expression and reception.
Above average looking tonight, I would say. Don't you? Yeah.
For the radio audiences, these are the most beautiful people you
They
ever
are
see.
the most beautiful people in the world. Yep.
Well, Charlie was my last lone friend. Glory, glory, glory. Now Charlie's back in the county pen again. Glory, glory. And then he died with that needle inside his arm. Glory, glory. And blew through my dream to say goodbye in the sunny town of Dover Plains. The untimely death of Matthew was hard on us all. Glory, glory. On every stage he'd shine like a star. Glory, glory, glory. And they say the show, it must go on and on. Glory, glory. But how can it, now that Matthew's gone, in the sunny town of Dover Plains? Farmer John woke with the rising sun. Glory, glory. In the barn he met with his own shotgun. Glory, glory, glory. Sweet Sarah's heart stopped for seconds that blurry night. Glory, glory. But she's back in rehab and doing all right in the sunny town of Dover Plain. Something's changed round over plains. My heart still remains in this town where I was raised. Oh, whoa, whoa, dee 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 dee. Can you say a prayer for me? I'll say one for you, and I hope we meet again in town soon. Glory, glory, glory. And I hope that time can stitch every wound in the sunny town of Dover Plains. Thanks. All right, we'll keep it going here. So we used to tour all over the Northeast together as Nate and Kate. We did, I don't know, 10 or 15. We're still doing it. I don't know. We used to do extended tours. Now we just work every single weekend, and then all week, and then every weekend, in the summertime anyway. This is my fifth concert this weekend. And for those of you who were last week, who saw Simmer and Stew last weekend? Yeah, I played with them the last 2 nights. We played at festivals, and I was singing till 3 in the morning around a campfire, and I'm losing my voice, so we might have to have some backup in the last set. We'll see.
We should also mention we have a show coming up in Homer on Wednesday.
That's right.
And that's going to be the sort of the debut of our, we're calling it Nate Marshall and the family, or Nate the Great this time, and the family band, where we've invited a second circus performer to come. In case you don't know out there in Radioland, Nate is also a professional juggler.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
Yep, that's a fact.
No one ever claps for that, so thank you guys for the effort, but you don't have to push it.
But we're going to do a whole...
We're going to feature Travis Snap, too, another
Travis
regular
Knapp,
here.
Yeah, he's going to be there.
Playing piano with us.
Yep, very excited. It's the Homer, not in the performing...
Concerts
it's
on the
right next
Green.
door to the Performing Arts Center in the Green at 7 o'clock on Wednesday. Homer, New York.
Free show.
It's a very small town, so if you drive to Homer, New York, you'll probably see the concert.
Go to the center of town.
You'll see it happening.
We'll be there.
There'll be like a park and a gazebo.
And a bunch of fire juggling. We're going to rotisserie some fool.
Yeah.
I got a whole spice rack set up. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm going to sing Ring of Fire while Nate and
We're going to need
Sam
a bald
juggle
guy.
fire.
We're going to need a bald guy.
Yeah,
That, like,
to juggle around.
I just happen to be looking at you, Jim. I'm not trying to single you out.
Yeah.
I was looking at Steve, too.
You could come. All right. Dad
All
will
right,
be
so we're going to
there.
do one more tune here. The reason I mentioned all that, the reason we're not touring as much now and we're doing these other projects like Nate the Great and the Family Band and such, when we're about to release a new record, it's almost done. We tried to have a Kickstarter ready for tonight, but we didn't get that. Anyway, the reason for all that is because we had a child. And she was here earlier, but she's not now. And she's still alive somewhere. Her name is, hopefully.
Her name is Everly.
So this one's called
Like-
Song for Everly, and if you want to imagine holding a 6-month-old, and that's when I wrote this song. And I had to be very quiet because she was sleeping. We've co-written a few tunes too. I might play one later tonight because I didn't really plan out my next 2 sets. But you should know that.
Everly, forever be mine. Everly, forever be mine. Oh, Everly, can you see that I will always be yours? Oh, I will ever be yours. Now it's bright eyes in the morning. We creep through the garden as morning birds sing. And you laugh and you laugh and you laugh till the sunbeam stings your eye. A glimpse in the mirror, you look back and smile. Yes, you do. Everly, forever be mine. Everly, forever be mine. Oh, Everly, can you see that I will always be yours? Oh, I will ever be yours. Everly. Your moonlit hands, time stands still. When it comes to loving you, can't seem to get my fill. And when you sleep deep, an ancient silence fills the house. Then somewheres across the dream, Mama's calling out. She cries, Everly, forever be mine. Everly, forever be mine. Oh, Everly, can't you see
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Nate, and well, we'll see who else. We'll be back on Bound for Glory at 9:30 and 10:30. And we are WVBR FM, Ithaca, New York. And live Bound for Glory shows are now made possible in part by you, the members of the Friends of Bound for Glory, working to do the myriad things necessary to keep the show on the air, now in its 52nd year. Annual membership in the Friends of Bound for Glory is $10 or more. Members receive discount prices on T-shirts, weekly email reminders of prices of who's appearing on the show, and other bonuses. And this is a season for other bonuses, just for members who come to the live audience. You can join the Friends of Bound for Glory online. Look us up, WVBR.com or boundforglory.org. Find out who's coming to Bound for Glory. Cornell University is working with the Friends of Bound for Glory to create an audio archive of the 1,650 plus shows. It's expensive. If you'd like to be part of this project, well, look us up, boundforglory.org. Write to Friends of Bound for Glory, Post Office Box 173, Ithaca, New York, 14851. And in 93.5 WVBR Weather Center forecast, tonight partly cloudy, low around 54. Tomorrow sunny with a high near 80. Tomorrow night, slight chance of showers after 1 a.m., mostly cloudy, low around 62, 20% chance of precip. On Tuesday, 30% chance of showers. Thunderstorms are possible after 2 p.m. It'll be mostly cloudy with a high around 81 degrees. Tuesday night, chance of showers and thunder showers before 2 a.m., and then a slight chance of showers afterwards, 30% chance. Mostly cloudy, low around 64. And Wednesday, well, Wednesday is Ithaca fireworks. And, well, you ought to go see the Ithaca fireworks starting at dusk, but there'll be music and lots of stuff beforehand at Stewart Park in Ithaca and Cass Park in the West End on July 3rd. Weather forecast for July 3rd. Chance of showers and thunderstorms are also possible after 2 p.m. 30% chance of precip. Partly sunny with a high near 85 degrees. And Wednesday night, chance of thunderstorms before 8 p.m. Mostly cloudy, low around 66. Chance of precipitation is 30%. And on the 4th of July, Independence Day, chance of showers, thunderstorms possible after 8 a.m. Partly sunny, though, with a high near 88 degrees, and chance of precipitation is 40%. And come join us for the second and third sets with Nate Marshall and God knows who all else. And second and third sets start at 9:30 and 10:30, and admission is free, and you are all very welcome. And yes, there are seats for you. And let's see, this hour of Bound for Glory is brought to you by the friendly folks at the Ithaca Guitar Works. They're in the DeWitt Mall, corner of Seneca and Cayuga Streets, downtown Ithaca. And they're good people down there. Get to know them sometime this week. And now's the time to qualify for a final drawing for a pair of tickets to the Falcon Ridge Folk Festival from August 2nd through August 4th, a 3-day of community of folk music and dance at the foot of the Berkshires in Hillsdale, New York, on the Massachusetts border. Excuse me. WVBR wants you to go, and someone is going to qualify for the final drawing. So right about now, you should be getting ready to give us a call. Who's at Falcon Ridge? Well, Michael Allman and the Mile High Band, Bo Deans, the Neils, Mustard's Retreat, Wild Asparagus, Beth Nielsen Chapman, Low Lily, Pete's Posse, the Gaslight Tinkers, the Slambovian Circus of Dreams, many, many more. Find tickets and more information online at falconridgefolk.com. Now, Are you ready? Well, I hope you're ready. Be my first caller on WVBR listener line 273-2121, 607-273-2121. First caller, you can qualify for the final drawing for a pair of tickets to the Falcon Ridge Folk Festival, August 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, Hillsdale, New York, from your home of winning, 93.5 WVBR and WVBR.com. Well, we've got room for you for sets 2 and 3 here at the Alternatives Library in Annabelle Taylor Hall at Cornell. And Nate Marshall will be back and for more of this wonderful music. Next Sunday night on Bound for Glory, these folks are going to come. They're called Ross Hollow, and they come from Indianapolis. And you would think with a name like Ross Hollow that they'll be an old-time string band, but nope, they're not an old-time string band at all. And this is the, probably best-known cut from Ross Hollow. And we'll see you next Sunday night for this show.
1, 2, 3, 4. It's your floor. Dance all night till my face hits your floor. Leave my worry blue at your door.
In 1649 to St. George's Hill, a ragged band they've called the Diggers came to show the people's will. They defied the landlords, they defied the law. They were the dispossessed, reclaiming what was theirs. We've come in peace, they said, to dig and sow. We've come to work the land in common and to make the wastelands grow. This earth divided, we will make whole, so it can be a common treasury for all. The sin of property we do disdain. No man has any right to buy and sell the earth for private gain. By theft and murder they steal the land. Now everywhere the walls rise up at their command.
stars or pay rents to the lords. We are free men, though we are poor. You diggers all stand up for glory, stand up now. From the men of property, the order came. They sent the hired man and trooper to wipe out the diggers' claim, tear down their cottages, destroy their corn. They were dispersed, but still the vision carries on. You poor take courage, you rich take care. This earth was made a common treasury for everyone to share. All things in common, all people one. We come in peace, the order came to cut them down.
WVBR, Bound for Glory. And that's something from Karen Casey, and before that, something from Ross Hollow. Ross Hollow will be joining us for WVBR's Bound for Glory next Sunday night. And we're really looking forward to that. They're coming for the first time. They come to us from Indianapolis, hotbed of America's music. I'm real happy to see them. Come join us tonight for Joey, that's the father, for Nate Marshall. And he'll be doing 2 more sets at 9:30 and 10:30. And admission is free, and everybody is welcome. And folks at the Ithaca Guitar Works are people that you ought to get to know for all the top quality instruments that they sell in all price ranges, like guitars, surprise, guitars, electric, acoustic, and classical, and mandolins, and banjos, and ukuleles, and electric fiddles, and acoustic fiddles, and electric basses. And you'll find them all reasonably priced, as I say, in all price ranges. Every single instrument at the Ithaca Guitar Works is carefully adjusted to give you a 90-day free adjustment policy, in addition to the everything that you get from the manufacturers. If there's any trouble within 90 days, bring it back and they'll fix it and they won't charge you. See the Ithaca Guitar Works for a 2-year guarantee over and above the manufacturer's guarantee. Good people down there. Get to know the Ithaca Guitar Works. They're open daily until 5:30. They're in the DeWitt Mall. They're open daily till 5:30, and Thursday and Friday nights until 8 o'clock, and Sunday from noon until 4. Back after these. Michael Allman and the Mile High Band are coming to Falcon Ridge August 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. FalconRidgeFolk.com, a 3-day community of folk music and dance at the foot of the Berkshires, Hillsdale, New York. Annie and the Hedonist, Carol Ann Solobello, Bo Dean. Don't miss Emma's Revolution, Beth Nielsen Chapman, FalconRidgeFolk.com, Mustard's Retreat, Narissa and Katrina Niels. The Gaslight Tinkers are coming to Falcon Ridge. Dance contras, squares, swing on the 8,000 square foot dance floor. Pete's Posse, George Marshall with Wild Asparagus. Lots of stuff for the kids to do. Crafts, workshops, and international food court. The Falcon Ridge Folk Festival, August 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, Hillsdale, New York. And congratulations to John from Ithaca, who qualified for the final drawing for a pair of Falcon Ridge tickets. And we'll call the winners. There are 4 pairs of tickets that we're giving away, so the odds are actually not bad for whoever qualifies. The odds are better than they usually are for a radio contest. Anyhow, we have excuse me, set number 2 and 3 coming up with Nate Marshall. Why don't you come join us? Why don't you come be part of the audience? There's room for you, and we'll be happy to have you come be part of the show. So do something about it. It's free, and everybody is welcome. Nate Marshall has turned into quite the performer, and he's got a lot to sing and a lot to say. Anyhow, after July 28th, Gordon Thomas Ward will be playing albums from the studios for several weeks, and we'll start the fall on September 1st. And we'll start the fall with someone who's done Bound for Glory a number of times over the years and is very welcome back. Susan Trump will be coming to start the 53rd year of WVBR's Bound for Glory on the 1st of September. Susan Trump.
As I mentioned, there are a lot of good songwriters around this area. Don Berger happens to be one of those. And he sang this next song for me, and I said, "Oh, Don, I have to learn that." It's called the Pack Rat Blues. The chorus goes like this. I have trouble letting go. Things cling to me, you know. I've got those better save it 'cause you never know. You might need it someday blues. Let's try that again, and we can all sing that together. If you can relate to the song, you can sing it. And if you're not the pack rat, this is the 90s, folks. You can be the support group. Sing it anyway. I have trouble letting go. Things cling to me, you know. I've got those better save it 'cause you never know. You might need it someday blues. My closets are all full of things made out of thread. But every time I go to clean them out, I build another one instead. 'Cause I have trouble letting go. Things cling to me, you know. I've got those better save it 'cause you never know. You might need it someday blues. When I go on an overnight, all that I ever bring is just my favorite pillow and 14 bags. Just a few essential things. My piano, if I'm in the mood. My computer for the novel to be. 3 books, oil paints, and a portable loom. And my goldfish for company. 'Cause I have trouble letting go. Things cling to me, you know. I've got those better save it 'cause you never know. You might need it someday blues. My children are all grown. My grandchildren are too. But that old crib's still in pretty good shape. And it don't take up too much room. Yes, I have trouble letting go. Things cling to me, you know. I've got those better save it 'cause you never know. You might need it someday blues. I have cans and bottles and bags. Old clothes I'm saving for rags. I got divorced 10 years ago. He lives out back, you never know. I have trouble letting go. Things cling to me,
And we're WVBR Bound for Glory, and we're broadcasting live, as we have done for a long time, from the Alternatives Library in Annabelle Taylor Hall on the Cornell University campus. Come join us for the second and third sets with Nate Marshall. Admission is free, and you are all welcome, and hopefully you'll be part of the show. Hey, the folks at the Ithaca Guitar Works have everything that you need if you plan to make your own music. And they have electronic effects and amplifiers and pickups in great quantity, so you can get a great sound from your instrument or from your acoustic or electric instrument. They have songbooks and instruction books, lots of them at the Ithaca Guitar Works, and a set of strings for whatever needs a set of strings, and picks and capos and harmonicas and penny whistles and kazoos, all at the Ithaca Guitar Works. DeWitt Mall, corner of Seneca and Cayuga Streets, downtown Ithaca. They're open daily until 5:30, Thursday and Friday until 8 o'clock, Sundays from noon until 4.
Journey into the woods with the Hanger Theater Company from June 28th to July 13th. Experience Stephen Sondheim and James Lapine's slightly dark musical twist on beloved fairy tales. Sponsored by Hanger alums, chums, and emeriti, Insuro and Company, and Ithaca Voice. For tickets and details, call 607-273-2787 or visit hangertheater.org. Great shows take flight at the Hanger thanks to Partner in Flight, CFCU Community Credit Union, and Partner in the Arts, Ithaca College.
If you're looking for a job that can make you money while having the freedom to choose your own hours, look no further than WVBR Sales Team. WVBR is looking for new salespeople to join us. The position is part-time, and you can create your hours to your liking. If your days are busy but you still want to make great deals, WVBR Sales Team may be just the fit for you. For more information, call our business director at 607-273-4000 extension 6 or email him at business@wvbr.com. Call today to join the WVBR family and start making exciting sales as soon as possible.
Hey folks, check out Tuesdays with the Band, the show that continues a decade-plus tradition every Tuesday, 6 to 7 p.m., of chatting with local musicians and enjoying their live performances here on WVBR 93.5 FM and WVBR.com.
WVBR Bound for Glory. And coming to Bound for Glory on the 29th of September is this guy who's been on Bound for Glory once before, and he'll be back. Hugh Doherty. Let's see if I can get that right. On the 29th of September.
This is a conversation between a woman and her teenage stepdaughter. Cindy, we've got to talk. This conversation is overdue. There are forces in your life, and they've been rough on you. But you withdrew your heart from me, and from your sisters too. So we left you alone in your own little room. Now you finally opened up, found a way to let me know that you consider me the source of your pain. But you decided to announce it on the Dr. Phil show. Keep it up, you'll give stepmoms a bad name. But there are two sides to every story, two sides to every dime, two views through every window, gotta tell ya. So try walking in my slippers more than once upon a time. There are two sides to every story, Cinderella. I'm a single mom with 3 teenage girls just trying to make ends meet. Yet you describe me as a selfish, evil witch. Then you portray yourself as quiet, obedient, and sweet, when in reality sometimes you're such a adolescent. Like last week when you came home from the dance past your 12 a.m. curfew. You were missing a shoe, and we had one of our fights. And when I'm paying for the groceries, I see tabloid shots of you, and Disney's lawyers keep calling to bid on your story's rights. And there are two sides to every story, two sides to every dime, two views through every window, gotta tell ya. So try walking in my slippers more than once upon a time. There are two sides to every story, Cinderella. Now if we learn to talk, we can tear down the walls and share the tears and laughter. It's up to you and me to live in misery or try it happily ever after. I miss your dad too, but in a different way. And I'm sorry I never knew your mom. He said you've got her sparkling eyes, and sometimes I see you've got his smile. You're entitled to mourn your loss of them, grieve their passing on, but sweetie, waiting undercover for a fairy godmother seems a little juvenile. I know there's help out there for both of us. It's really up to you. You may think that it's hipper waiting for some glass slipper dude to claim you as his queen. So in the meantime, I'm doing rebuttal spots on the Talk and the View. By the way, I think something happened to the pumpkin I was saving for Halloween. And there are two sides to every story, two sides to every dime, two views through every window, gotta tell ya. So try walking in my slippers more than once upon a time. There are two sides to every story, Cinderella. There are two sides to every story, Cinderella.
And that's Hugh O'Doherty. And Hugh O'Doherty is going to come to Bound for Glory for a second time around. A wonderful and sometimes very funny performer. Going to come to Bound for Glory on the... okay, I didn't play that, did I? What do we do? Hoot and holler? No, we did that. Okay, that's great. I can't read your hand signals. Anyhow, Hugh O'Doherty, who can be a very funny guy and is a neat performer, will be joining us on the 29th of September. How about that? For a second Bound for Glory. WVBR and WVBR.com. Let's welcome for set number 2 of 3. Okay, I can read that hand signal. Let's welcome Nate Marshall.
Thanks. I'm going to do that one for my friend Miyoko, my guitar student. That's a piece we've done. That's a Django Reinhardt piece. I thought it'd be good to open up this set as a little jazzier. And I've been, I bought this guitar and I've been writing some swing music. And so I thought it'd be a good place to start. All right, it's time for you guys to get to work now. That's enough easy stuff just sitting there. I need canned laughter on this song. Dead serious. I'm going to give it a go. I know we got some real hams here. Okay. Can we organize here as a group? Let's give this a go before we start it because it's going to be important in the song. All at once, all together, let's hear your best canned studio laughter. And go. Perfect. Okay, we got it. Cool. Your other job is to sing along with the song. The chorus goes like this. Always isolated, but never feel alone. Always isolated, but never feel alone. We'll send that out to our live stream audience because we're isolated from you, but we're here some way. I think Marshall McLuhan said, when you're on the air, you have no body. And that goes out to the radio audience. All right. Here we go. You'll know when it's time for the laughter. My best friend in the whole world, an ambitious girl, moved to LA. She's an actor, not an actress. And I miss her, but it's okay. I'm not vexed, we just text on smartphones. Always isolated, but never feel alone. That's it. Always isolated, but never feel alone. Some harmony maybe next time. My kid brother joined the Navy. He was lazy, now he stands up straight. We played baseball and Nintendo, then to the skate park every day. But I ain't shook, we Facebook across time zones. Always isolated, but never feel alone. Always isolated, but never feel alone. Yeah. Now Dad still lives in Thompson, and Mom's in West Ohio. Come Christmas time, I'll buy some wine. I'll try to see them both. But if I fail to, I'll email 2 heartfelt poems. Reading, always isolated, but never feel alone. Always isolated, but never feel alone. And most nights when I can't sleep, I don't count sheep, I flip on the laptop. And I'll watch Friends again and again till that laugh track starts. Has there ever been so much information to quiet the vast unknown? While we're always isolated, but never feel alone. Are you always isolated? Right. Thank you. That was lovely. That's a discovery we made in the mastering process. So we're working on this new record, and I recorded it like 2.5 years ago in Syracuse with the best possible musicians I could get. Greg Evans, Joey Arcuri, local and regional performers, and then it's been a long, hard battle to get it to the CD and to get it out to people. And so we were just, in the mastering process, we added that laugh track in there, and it sounded so funny. We waited to the dead space. You guys jumped the gun a little. I'll let you go on it this time. Next time, get it right. Anyway, you guys want to see a little trick? Sure. Okay. Just for the radio people, you're going to have to imagine that I'm balancing my harmonica bridge, the rack that holds the harmonica to my face, on my nose while playing this piece. Here we go, watch. Whoa. I know, I see it too. I know. I think I was a seal in a past life. Cool, I want to try out some new tunes for you guys. Let's get into one. So I did a song in the last set with Kate. How about a big round of applause for Kate one more time? We don't get to do as many, as I was saying, we don't get to do as many shows as we used to together, so, man, it's nice that we haven't lost it. It feels like it's still there. We just step back into it. It's really fun. So I wrote this companion piece to the song Dover Plains that we played, and I want to send it out to all the moms out there, especially my own. A lot of my friends that I grew up with are having children too, and so I kind of wrote this song for all the moms. Maybe because Travis Knapp has a mom song that's so good, I needed to have one too. It's not as good. Here we go. Are you thinking of me? I felt something out of the blue. Are you thinking of me? Mama, I've been thinking of you. All these lonely road hours, living without a care, singing to the scenery, heading to some county fair. I'm wearing holes in the soles of my sweatshop shoes. I've been fancy finger picking every 12-bar blues. And are you thinking of me through the demolition engine fumes? Are you thinking of me? Mama, I've been thinking of you. All these tiny towns where every road is a dead end, where the same hungry children are born and born again. Why, it's just like the humble town that I grew up in. I miss all the secrets. I miss my old friends too. And are you thinking of me? Just cruising by the Dover pool. Are you thinking of me? Mama, I've been thinking of you. these days beyond virtue, where money is always king, where image is truth and we accumulate things. Well, here's our fading photograph and the emptiness it brings. I wish you could hear me every time I sing for you. And are you thinking of me when the needle falls into the groove? Are you thinking of me? Mama, I've been thinking of you. Are you thinking of me? I thought I felt something out of the blue. Are you thinking of me? Mama, I've been thinking of you. All right. Thanks for letting me try that one out. I'm going to do one more here on the guitar, and then we'll head over to the piano for some tunes to finish out the set here. How you guys doing tonight anyway, here in the live audience? Doing all right? Enjoying yourselves? All right, I'll fix that. Cool. I think this one's going to be the last track on the new record, whenever it comes out. It features a whole choir of me and Kate, which we've done before, but we thought it was worth doing again. This life could be a dream, would be a dream I dream along with you. This life should be a dream, must be a dream you dream along with me. Why is it so hard to be sure I'm alive? Where shall we say that we'll meet on the other side? Fireworks at the cemetery, it was the 4th of July. Hold out those sacred memories, laugh and say goodbye, 'cause this life could be a dream, would be a dream I dream along with you. This life should be a dream, must be a dream you dream along with me. Silence in your sanctuary, to wake, to dream, to be. The oracle chants, I am the truth, but things aren't as they seem in this life. Could be a dream, come on in. Would be a dream I dream along with you. This life should be a dream, it must be a dream you dream along with me. Dream along with me, oh yeah, dream along with me. All right. I'll be right back with you. All right, that was very awesome clapping. You guys did the clapping transition. Made the song sound better than it was. Okay, cool. So, yeah, I have a new daughter. She's 3. One of my favorite things to do in the whole world right now is to wake up in the morning and play some piano. And she dances and sings, and she's sort of losing interest in it, which is hard to accept, but we're working on some other stuff. Anyway, she loves to dance, and this is a song that she requests that I play every morning, so I'm going to play it for you now. And it's by Justin Townes Earl. I'd like to thank Mr. Colin Hughes out there in Austin, Texas, for introducing me to this artist. He's the son of Steve Earle and a real fine songwriter himself. If you know it, sing along. You guys learn pretty fast. Please do sing along if you want to anytime. Yeah. Goes like this. What do you do when you're lonesome? Where do you go when you're blue? How do you deal with such emotion when you're just an ordinary fool? Do you hang your head and walk the streets, hoping no one sees your face, wishing you were someone else, someplace far away? Do you stay out late nights drinking, trying to smile through a pain that everybody knows is tearing you in two? What do you do when you're lonesome? Where do you go when you're blue? How do you deal with such emotion when you're just an ordinary fool? All right. Well, some have tried changes of geography and such. Others lock their hearts away for fear they'll fall in love. Still, there's some far too dumb to realize something's wrong. They waste their lives a wondering why and waking up alone. What do you do when you're lonesome? Where do you go when you're blue? How do you deal with such emotion when you're just an ordinary fool? When you're just an ordinary fool. All right. Thank you, bud. Thank you. All right. So, as Kate mentioned in the last set, and for those of you out there who don't know, I have another job like most musicians. My other job, unlike most musicians, is being a juggler called Nate the Great. And I showed you a trick, but I wanted to sing for you a song. So I've been trying to integrate more and more juggling into my music act and more music into my juggling act, just to make it easier, really. And so people are like, wait, were you that guy that was juggling at that festival? What are you doing here? Like, get out of here. This is not a venue. You're not allowed to play here. What do you mean? I broke down on the side of the road. I'm trying to play for some dude. No. So this is a song I've been singing in my juggling shows. It's really quick. Feel free to sing along. When I find myself in times of trouble, a new juggling pattern comes to me, gives me something to live for, juggling. And in my hours of darkness, 4 flaming torches shine brightly, try not to catch the fire, juggling, 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 balls and hats and rings, juggling, one more, ooh, juggling, 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 balls and clubs and rings, juggling, ooh. The catch is, in the juggling show, I do it on top of my case, on top of a rolling wheel, on top of a board. Not to brag, but it's pretty good. Oh, thank you. Can we have a huge round of applause for all the staff here and the volunteers that make this show happen for 55 years straight? All right. I want to call your attention to a few other people I brought with me. My little entourage is becoming more and more variety-ridden and awesome. I have with me tonight Mr. Jim DeGraff. He's doing live art, sketches of my shows. He's been traveling with me out on the road to some of my juggling shows and capturing it in this minimalist way that I love, love, love. So we have his stuff on our website. If you check out nateandkate.com, you can see some of his sketches on our dates. And there's going to be a whole bunch for sale at the end of tonight. Is that right, Jim? And all the proceeds are going to go right to me. And I need it, you know. Jim's not laughing now. No, they all go to Jim. If you would like to get a piece, he has a real touch for things. One other person I'd like to shout out is Mr. Norman Scott back there doing the live stream. Thank you, Norm. Making Bound for Glory worldwide. And I don't know if that's the way forward. In some ways, I hope not, but it probably is. So thanks, Norm, for helping me move forward. Anyway, you guys have a role in this song. I wrote this song about all the bankers on Wall Street counting all of our money. Speaking of money. And when I sing, "Where's my money?" you guys say, "Where's my money?" Yeah. Joe is pretty sick of it here, but he's going to help you. Don't worry, he's going to get you through it. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe you work for the vultures or work for yourself. Either way, another day's dollar product. We're always got to sell. Tell me, where's my money? And you go, where's my money? Get angry, where's my money? I think I got a right to know. Soon as my ship comes in, that ship is sailed for the past 10 years. My check's been in the mail. Tell me, where's my money? Where's my money? Where's my money? I think I got a right to know. Oh. Daddy, he used to have money in the bank. Then out of nowhere, the market just tanked. Tell me, where's my money? Hey, Wall Street, where's my money? Where's my money? I think I got a right to know. Oh. Bankers get bailouts and governors get call girls. The Fed owns the money and we foot every bill. Tell me, where's my money? Where's my money? Where's my money? I think I got a right to know. Yeah, where's my money? Be sure you got a right to know. All right. If you do find it, you can just send it to me. It's 310 Wood Street, Ithaca, New York, 14850. I guess I got time for one more song. I didn't expect to have time for one more song. I didn't plan this. Let's do one. Does anyone have a request? Oh, that was good. How about we do a little sing-along tune? Let's see, Beatles or Tom Waits? You guys don't have strong opinions on anything, do you? All right, the Beatles. The Beatles. We already just did the Beatles. I'm going to do a Tom Waits. This is called Alienating Your Audience. Showbiz 101. All right. Lady Madonna, children at your feet, wonder how you manage to make ends meet. Who finds the money when you pay the rent? Did you think that money was heaven sent? Friday night arrives without a suitcase. Wednesday morning papers didn't come. Thursday's child has learned to tie his bootlace. See how they run. Lady Madonna lying on the bed. Listen to the music playing in your head. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Where's my trumpet? Ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-do-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-do-ba-ba-ba. See how they run, Lady Madonna, baby at your breast, wonders how you manage to feed the rest. Tuesday afternoon is never ending. Wednesday morning creeping like a nun, yeah. Thursday night your stockings needed mending. See how they run, Lady Madonna, children at your feet, wonder how you manage to make ends meet. Ooh.
And Nate Marshall will be back for his third set at 10:30 here at Annabelle Taylor Hall at Cornell at the Alternatives Library. And we're real pleased to have him. We'll be real pleased to have you as part of the show. And live Bound for Glory shows. Well, let's see. What do I have to say? WVBR FM, Ithaca, New York. I'll say that. Live Bound for Glory shows are now made possible in part by you, the members of the Friends of Bound for Glory, working to do the myriad things necessary to keep the show on the air, now finishing up its 52nd year. Annual membership in the Friends of Bound for Glory is $10 or more. Members receive discount prices on T-shirts, weekly email reminders of who's appearing on the show, and other bonuses just for members who come to the live audience. You can join the Friends of Bound for Glory online. Look us up, WVBR.com or boundforglory.org, to find out who's coming to Bound for Glory. Cornell University is working with the Friends of Bound for Glory to create an audio archive of the 1,650 plus shows. It's expensive. If you'd like to be part of the project, look up boundforglory.org. Write to Friends of Bound for Glory, Post Office Box 173, Ithaca, New York, 14851. And we'll be back after this from the Ithaca Guitar Works.
July 18th through the 21st at the Trumansburg Fairgrounds, the Finger Lakes
Brandon 93.5 WVBR Weather Center forecast. Tonight, partly cloudy, low around 54 degrees. Tomorrow, sunny with a high near 80. Tomorrow night, a slight chance of showers after 1 a.m., 20%. Mostly cloudy, low around 62 degrees. Tuesday, 30% chance of showers with thunderstorms possible after 2 p.m. Mostly cloudy, high around 81 degrees. Chance of precipitation again, 30%. Tuesday night, chance of showers and thunderstorms before 2 a.m., then slight chance of showers, mostly cloudy, with a low around 64. Chance of precipitation, again, 30%. On Wednesday, which is the day for the Ithaca fireworks at Stewart Park or Cass Park, chance of showers and thunderstorms also possible after 2 p.m., but only 30% chance of that. And partly sunny, high near 85. Wednesday night, chance of thunderstorms before 8 p.m., mostly 30% on that again. Mostly cloudy, low around 66. Independence Day, July 4th, a chance of showers and thunderstorms possible after 8 a.m. 40% chance of that. Partly sunny with a high near 88 degrees. So come join us for the last set of the evening with Nate Marshall. It's a fine show, and we'll be happy to have you here. And actually, to my surprise, we've got some seats for you. We'll be glad to have you take them up. It doesn't cost anything at all. Just show up. Well, on the 14th of July, we're going to have an old-timey duo that doesn't play old-timey songs. They write their own songs, but they sound like they were 100 years old, at least sort of. And they're called Hoot and Holler, July 14th.
This one's for me. I'm not sorry about it. I've been pushing, I've been shoving just to get some of your love, and now it's time to stand still. 'Cause you've got a girl, and she's lovely. I'd be happy if I wasn't so hurt, but it's not the first. I'm reminded that the only love I've got is my own, so this drink's for me. I'm not sorry about it. I've been staying good and sober, but I think that time is over. Now I wanna get drunk. 'Cause you've got a girl, and she's lovely. I'd be happy if I wasn't so hurt, but it's not the first. I'm reminded that the only love I've got is my own, so this poll's for me. I'm not sorry about it. The road back on my feet can get a little rough and rocky, and I want to stay low. This cries for me. I'm not sorry about it. To smile with my mouth would be a lie straight through my teeth, and I don't care to save face. Now you've got a girl, and she's lovely. I'd be happy if I wasn't so hurt, but it's not the first. I'm reminded that the only love I've got songs for me. I'm not sorry about it. I've been wasting all my words on you, and now it's time to waste them on me.
All right, that's Hoot and Holler, and they'll be coming to Bound for Glory for the first time ever, although I've seen them, I like them, on July 14th. Well, I've spent this weekend at the Old Songs Festival, and we've had quite a wonderful time at the Old Songs Festival, as we usually do. And for me, the star of the show, the person I most wanted to see, and I was not disappointed, was Tommy Sands, the Irish songwriter. Well, I don't have any of his music recorded, but I've heard his songs sung by, mostly by others, and this woman, Mara Levine, is coming back to Bound for Glory on October 20th. And she's been on the show several times. This time she's coming along with the band Gathering Time, and they'll have lots of good stuff. But it happens that on Mara's current album is one of my favorite Tommy Sands songs. So let's kill as many birds as possible with one stone and play Mara Levine singing Tommy Sands.
They wouldn't hear your music and they pulled your paintings down. Wouldn't read your writing and they banned you from the town. But they couldn't stop you dreaming and a victory you won. For you sowed the seeds of freedom in your daughters and your sons. In your daughters and your sons, your daughters and your sons. You sowed the seeds of freedom in your daughters and your sons.
Your weary smile, it proudly hides the chain marks on your hands as you bravely strive to realize the rights of everyone. And though your body's bent and low, a victory you've won. For you sowed the seeds of justice in your daughters and your sons. In your daughters and your sons, your daughters and your sons. You sowed the seeds of justice in your daughters and your sons.
I don't know your religion, but one day I heard you pray for a world where everyone can work and children they can play. And though you never got your share of the victories you have won, you sowed the seeds of equality in your daughters and your sons.
In your daughters and your sons, your daughters and your sons. You sowed the seeds of equality in your daughters and your sons. In your daughters and your sons, your daughters and your sons. You sowed the seeds of equality in your daughters and your sons. They taunted you in Belfast and they tortured you in Spain. And in that Warsaw ghetto where they tied you up in chains. In Vietnam and Chile where they came with tanks and guns. It's there you sowed the seeds of peace in your daughters and your sons. In your daughters and your sons, your daughters and your sons. It's there you sowed the seeds of peace in your daughters and your sons. Now your music's playing and the writing's on the wall. And all the dreams you painted can be seen by one and all. Now you've got them thinking that the future's just begun. For you sowed the seeds of freedom in your daughters and your sons.
in your daughters and your sons, your daughters and your sons. You sow the seeds of freedom in your daughters and your sons, in your daughters and your sons, your daughters and your sons. You sow the seeds of freedom in your daughters and your sons.
And that's Mara Levine and quite a collection of friends, and singing a Tommy Sands song. Mara Levine is coming back to Bound for Glory on October 20th. That's a long time from now, but I'm real pleased by that. Anyhow, our guest tonight is Nate Marshall. If you'd like to join us for the third set, we've got lots of seats for you. So come be part of the show for the third set. I think that that you would enjoy that a whole lot. And we at WVBR Monday through Friday at 1:30 and again at 1:35 and again at 4:50. Bring you the concert log, what's happening in the world of rock and roll and popular music. And Sunday nights, well, let's see if I can find it. I don't see my copy around right now. Where is it? It's the Folk Stuff concert listing for this week. And all I find is looking ahead. Hang on a second. I think I may have found it. Oh, boy. This is interesting. Okay, here we go. So what's happening in the world of rock and roll, of folk music and dance? It's the Folk Stuff concert listing, and it's put together with a lot of help from Mike Ledgate and by Pam Pospischal. Tomorrow night, Fiddle Tunes Jam at Mike Ledgate's, the Canaan Institute in Caroline, goes from 7 to 10, and everybody's welcome, and it doesn't cost anything. And learn how to play, well, contra dance music and lots of lively music. It's great fun. Jam sessions on Tuesday. Tuesday's always full of Irish sessions. There's one from 6:30 to 9 o'clock at the Sacred Root Cava Lounge and Tea Bar, 103 South Geneva Street. And then there's an advanced session from 7 to 9:30 with members of Trainoch at the Argos Inn, 408 East State Street on Tuesday. Also on Tuesday, South Hill Acoustic Folk and Blues Jam, and that's at Jim Semp's house at the corner of East King Road and Troy Road. On Wednesday, All Strung Out will be playing at the Rainbow Shores in Pulaski, New York, which is north of us by a fair distance. And Trumansburg Farmers Market has music Wednesday night from 4 to 7. And the Dog Patch Quartet, which is Mac Benford, Sally Freund, Judy Hyman, and Jeff Klaus, will be playing this week at the Trumansburg Farmers Market. I might as well say that Wednesday is also the day for the fireworks in Ithaca, unless it's raining, in which case July 5th will suffice as a rain date. Visible visible at a lot of places, but especially visible at Stewart Park and at Cass Park. Let's go back to Wednesday, though. That'll happen around dusk, but there's music beforehand. Anyhow, Wednesday night, the Pelotons, Wayne and Alex, will be at Brightleaf Vineyard in King Ferry from 6 to 8. Contra Dance with an open band on the Ithaca Commons from 7 to 9, right before the fireworks. And happens every week through September, every Wednesday. And Ted Crane is calling, and your friends and neighbors are playing the music. On Thursday, Zydeco Trail Riders will be at the Ithaca Yacht Club from 3 to 7. in the afternoon. On Friday, the Purple Valley will be at Americana Vineyards Winery in Interlaken, and Cornell is having a free concert on the Art Squad with Maddie Walsh and the Blind Spots on Friday evening from 7 to 9:30. Long John and the Tights at the Ithaca Farmers Market Friday from 7:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. And let's see what else we have to tell you. There's a contra dance on Friday night from 8 to 11 at Slow Lane in Danby. And Zydeco Trail Riders will be playing at Two Goats Brewing, which is in Burdett on Friday evening from 8 to 11. On Saturday, from 11 in the morning until 1 in the afternoon, at Lodi Home Days in Lodi, we'll be all strung out playing good music. Americana Vineyards is having their annual 4th of July barbecue bash on Saturday from noon until 11 p.m. with lots of live music of various sorts and kinds. That's in Interlaken. And All Strung Out will be at Fleur de Lis Brew Works in Seneca Falls, Saturday 2 to 4. The Purple Valley will be at Teganic Inn on Saturday from 7 to 9, and then there's fireworks on Saturday night, so you can get to do both. The Pelotons, Wayne and Alex, will be at Ithaca Farmers Market from 10 to 2 on Sunday. There's an old-time jam every Sunday. It moves from house to house each week. Goes from 2 to 5, and you want to get on a mailing list by writing to southern@cananinstitute.org. And there's a folk song swap, the Ithaca Folk Song Swap, Sunday afternoon, the 7th, from 2 to 5, upstairs from Autumn Leaves, 115 The Commons, and in front of 10 Forward Cafe. So anyway, you can come sing with a whole bunch of good people. Black River Valley Fiddlers are doing a show from 2 to 5 on Sunday up at the North American Fiddlers Hall of Fame and Museum, which is in Osceola to our northeast. Diana Lee Trio, Sunday from 2 to 4 at 6 Mile Creek Vineyard and Distillery. Bound for Glory next Sunday night with the wonderful magic of Ross Hollow in from Indianapolis, a remarkably creative group. I think they're full of surprises. I think I'll just leave it at that. Let's look ahead and see what's going to be coming up. On the 11th through the 14th, the Busy Bird Bluegrass Festival in Berkshire. Go to Berkshire and watch for the signs. It's a remarkably neat festival that is relatively not publicized in the Ithaca area. Hoot and Holler will be on Bound for Glory on the 15th with new songs to an old-timey music background. July 18th through 21st, the Finger Lakes Grassroots Festival, grassrootsfest.org. At the Trumansburg Fairgrounds, a wonderful 4-day experience with music from all over the world, including plenty of music from the United States, and, pretty famous festival. On the 21st, Cora Feeder will be on Bound for Glory. 26th, 27th, 28th, Susquehanna Folk Fest, which is in Harrisburg. On the 28th, Gordon Thomas Ward will be on Bound for Glory for the second time. And August 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, the Falcon Ridge Folk Festival, falconridgefolk.com, with Michael Allman and Mustard's Retreat, Low Lily, the Neils, the Rowan Brothers, Pete's Posse, Slambovian Circus of Dreams, and a cast of millions, FalconRidgeFolk.com. See if you can't get involved with that. Coming to Bound for Glory on the 15th of September is this guy from Alberta in Canada. His name is Scott Cook.
They're all done sweeping up, and the chairs are stacked for going, while there's drink left in our cups. Here's to when they were overflowing, and all the good times gone, and the urge to tarry on. But I'm hungry for the starlight out beyond the neon glow. And that's how I'm learning to let go. Good friends, haven't we had some times? And I wish that they could linger. Ah, but don't they feel sublime as they run through your fingers like the last golden dregs of day, or a love you can't make stay, and no amount of wanting will ever make it so. That's how I'm learning to let go. All the sights that fill my eyes, all the wild lands I wandered, all the sweetest things I tried, all the sweet time I squandered, all the loves, the closest ones, and the should-haves, and the might-have-dones will be scattered like our money, like our good friends lay low. That's how I'm learning to let go. I've seen my big ideas come and go, seen my father in the mirror, and I'm fading into everyone I know, while the young ones coming clearer, may their hearts be wide and true, may they find comrades like you, and the good seeds that we planted, may they live to see them grow. That's how I'm learning to let go. I've heard about a land beyond the sky, where the righteous go in the end, but I don't know how I'd rest there by and by without all my wicked friends, and the land calls to me. Someday she'll take all of me and feed me to the flowers that lie dreaming 'neath the snow. That's how I'm learning to let go.
To make a long, long story terse, be it blessing, be it curse, the Lord designed the universe with built-in obsolescence.
Each twinkling little star and sun enjoys its own atomic run, exploding when its time is done with cosmic incandescence.
Astronomers predict someday our own sun will blaze away. There'll be a glorious display of sunburst helium masses.
Our little planet Earth below will join the pyrotechnic show with blazing hydrogen aglow and thermonuclear gases.
Thank God this great combustion day is several billion years away.
So as philosophers all say, why fret, why fume, why worry?
A jillion moons will wane and wax. Sit down, make out your income tax.
Enjoy your life, be calm, relax, for God is in no hurry.
But oh my friends, I have a hunch we just might beat God to the punch.
And WVBR, Bound for Glory, that's Annie Patterson and Charlie King. And before that, heard from Scott Cook out of Alberta. Scott Cook will be joining us for Bound for Glory Live on the 22nd of September. Well, I got that thoroughly wrong one time. Let's see if that's right. On the 22nd of September, Scott Cook. That's what I've got written here. We are WVBR Bound for Glory and WVBR.com. And we are live from the Alternatives Library, Annabelle Taylor Hall at Cornell. And you think this guy could play some music? I bet he knows how. Let's welcome back for the last set of the evening. No? Yes? We're okay? Yeah. Okay. Nate Marshall.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for riding it out with me. Hello out there on YouTube. Hello out there on the airwaves. So I recorded this song with my all-star band. I'll play it for you right now. We're hoping to have the record out by the fall to do a CD release show around here in Ithaca and some touring to support it later this year. All the details are at nateandkate.com. I'm a rolling stone, all alone and lost, for a life of sin. I have paid the cost. When I walk by, all the people say, just another guy on that lost highway. Just a deck of cards and a jug of wine, and a woman's lies makes a life like mine. Oh, the day we met, I went astray. started rolling down that lost highway. I was just a lad, nearly 22, neither good nor bad, just a kid like you. But now I'm lost, too late to pray. Lord, I paid the cost on that lost highway. Now, boys, don't start to ramble round on this road of sin. Are you sorrow bound? Take my advice, or you'll rue the day you started rolling down that lost highway. I'm a rolling stone, all alone and lost, yeah. For a life of sin, I have paid the cost. When I walk by, all the people say, just another guy on that lost highway. Just another guy on that lost highway. On that lost highway. Cool. I just met some nice folks, and they told me a story about John Sebastian. And then they left. I have another story about John Sebastian. I play in this little town called Blairstown, New Jersey. And apparently, John Sebastian went to school there in high school, and that's where he wrote this song. And this is intended to be a sing-along. What a day for a daydream, yeah. What a day for a daydreaming boy. I'm lost in that daydream and dreaming about my bundle of joy. And even if time ain't really on my side, it's one of them days for taking a walk outside. I'm blowing the day to take a walk in the sun, fall on my face in somebody's new mowed lawn. I've been having this sweet dream. I've been dreaming since I woke up today, starring me and my sweet dream. She's the one that makes me feel this way. Even if time is passing me by, I couldn't care less about the dues you say I've got. Tomorrow I'll pay the dues for dropping my load. Pie in the face for being a sleepy bulldog. You can be sure that if you're feeling right, the daydream will last right into the night. Tomorrow at breakfast you may prick up your ears. You might daydream for 1,000 years. What a day for a daydream. Yes. Custom made for this daydreaming more. I'm lost in that daydream, just dreaming about my bundle of joy. All right. Thanks for humoring me. Appreciate it. Cool. All right, so I'm going to try another tune that's going to be on our new record. I'm not sure if I played it here last time I got to play here. I lost my pick along the way, so if you're hearing a guitar sound different, it's because I'm going with the quarter method. You got a pick, man? I'm kind of digging this, actually. I learned that one of my favorite guitarists of all time, whose name I don't know right now. Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes on a stage. Help me out, Queen. Brian May, thank you. Brian May played with a little $2 coin, dollar coin or something, and that's why he gets that tone out of the guitar. So. Okay. I'm gonna use this one then, Jim. You're off the hook, man. All right. So this one is called Love and Money, and we think we're going to call the record Love and Money whenever it comes out. Soon. It's really mostly done. Anyway, here we go. Love and Money. Money and love, love and money, money and love, oh yeah, love and money, money and love, baby, it's love and money, every day money and love. So you wanna hold her body, better learn to hold a job. You wanna drink with the hipsters, can't dress like a slob. You gotta beg for salvation through the taxes, bills, and fees. Better buy your love that house and ring, or she just might leave. Love and money, money and love, love and money, oh, money and love, oh yeah, love and money, money and love, baby, it's love and money, every day money and love. Some have nope. So some have named it the root of all evil, most the key to happiness. And I try not to get caught up in that cold worldly mess. But both haunt and hunt you down, place body and soul in jail. Everything you do is one of the two, and when you're at your will, it'll be love and money, money and love, baby, it's love and money. Money and love, oh yeah, love and money, money and love, oh it's love and money, baby, money and love. Now you love that churning sound your guitar makes. I can tell you it ain't cheap to fix it when it breaks. So you want to chase your passion, find investment capital, but don't treat your friends like dividends or you won't have none at all. Love and money, I'm cursed with money, I'm blessed by love. I've lost my clock. Okay. My clock is at the piano. That's all right. Cool. So this is the, I should mention too, so the album we've been working on for a while here, we're going to call it Love and Money, I think. And it features a full band, except for one tune. This is the tune that I do solo on the record, so I'll do it solo tonight. And then I'm going to get a very special guest up on one of the next two songs. Did it start with the Romans or was it the Greeks? Did it start when Adam had an apple to eat with the moon, with the sun? Did it start with the plow? It's not easy to say when, where, why, and how. Control, 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 control. Name of their game is control. Did it come to us with Columbus and the gold he got paid to conquer the natives in the hunger for trade, and endlessly westward crushing man, land, and bird, reservation slaves, unmarked shallow graves? Control, 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 control. Name of their game is control. Feel free to sing it, yeah. What about you titans of industry, you framers of law, those who forge the frenzy that precedes every war? Did it flourish the night they drove old Dixie down? The rich sell the word, the poor hit the ground. Control, 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 control. The name of their game is control. And is it codified in schools, the World Bank, the UN, those CIA cocaine planes? Inoculation, does it rise like a virus? Feed on compromises, contagious through the ages. No surprise that it grows. Control, 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 control. The name of their game is control. Delivery rooms, schoolrooms, cubicles, hospitals, the morgue. Q-tips, warheads, condoms, sidewalks, air fresheners, the two-party system. ABCs, CBS, CSI, IBM, IMF, WFC, WTF, my FACE. You too could have clear skin in just 2 weeks. Oh, television, 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 television. Ab rollers, Weight Watchers, bottled water, newspapers, the Mirror, live streaming on the Bound for Glory radio show. They say the age of privacy is now extinct. Guard your identity and watch what you think. Well, they manage the weapons, the drugs and the hemp, the water, the oil, every dollar, every cent. Control, 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 control. Name of their game is control. Does it end in revolution, in nuclear fog, in rapture and brimstone? Does it just go on and on? In the digital darkness, answers are few. But there's some of it in me. Is there some of it in you? Control, 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 control. Name of our game is control. Oh, control, 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 control. The name of their game is control. Thank you. So, all right, without further ado, I'm going to get a guest up here to sing a tune. And this guy taught me how to juggle. This guy taught me how to play guitar. And he really taught me how to use the toilet. Anyway, and lots of other stuff, too. Big round of applause for Mr. Joey Dugan joining me here on the stage.
Check your diaper, Nate. to the radio
Hey, you're a lot
audience-
closer to diapers than me, bro. Just saying, just saying.
I didn't hear that. I'm glad I didn't. To the radio family out there, you might not believe this, but audience, back me up. During the break, a large bat flew into this radio station and flew back and forth for quite a while. Everybody yell if I'm telling the truth. And this bat, there you go. We tried to get it out. We got it to a window where there was no screen or anything, and the bat refused to get out and kept coming back, and finally it went down the steps. And we closed the door so we couldn't get back in, but what the people here don't realize, because I was out there, was that soon after it went down the steps, up came a sociology professor wearing a long black cape with a heavy Eastern European accent. And he asked for some Rachmaninoff, but I don't know if anybody knows that.
He's a big fan, actually, yeah.
I can't hear this. Can anybody else?
Volume is right there. The knob is right on it.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, there you go.
All right.
Okay,
turn it
we're
all
gonna
the way up. Turn it all the way clockwise, all the way up the volume.
all the way clockwise.
You'll hear
yeah.
it. Yep.
Check your diaper.
Okay. So, in fact, he's been such an influence on my songwriting, my dear old dad here, Joey Dugan, that we're going to do one of his tunes here by request for me. Thanks, Joe.
I left my home as a brash young man to fight and to win was my bold, dark plan. I wandered far, but I saw no light till I felt the truth on that Lucayan night. The girl was young, she moved like a swan. Her older brother was sturdy and strong. Their voices mixed without fear or spite, and broke a soldier's heart on that Lucayan night. Their papa spoke of a better way, of thread regrets or anger. There wasn't a trace. His stories were simple, but never trite. The gracious wisdom of the Lucayan night. Their mama held me as I wept. She said, "My dear, how long since you've slept? Your war is over. May you be free from strife. Rest in the love you feel on this Lucayan night." Now many years have come and gone, but in my dreams I still hear their song. I pray that others will never shake with fright like I once did before that Lucayan night, like I once did until that Lucayan night. Thank you.
It's Mr. Joey Dugan. This has been a really tough career path, honestly, and my dad has been my biggest fan, at least ostensibly, since the beginning. So thank you, Dad, for pushing me to keep doing this. And, all right. Anyway, I got one love song here, and then I think we're going to call it a night. So thank you all so much for joining one more time for the team that puts this on. Phil and Dave, Terry, who's home with a knee replacement, Jim, Polis, Steve, Norm, Ted, and all the other names. I can't forget Nora and Chris Church, too. All right. Baby, it's a short drive from here to the midnight shore, so don't think twice. Just open up the door, say you'll be my wife, I'm yours forevermore. It's a short drive out to the midnight shore. Oh, the trumpet sunlight woke the aching floorboards in that shingled house the morning I was born. It burned 100 million miles in 10 minutes, and it's a short drive out to the midnight shore. Baby, it's a short drive from here to the midnight shore, so don't think twice. Open up the door and say you'll be my wife, I'm yours forevermore. It's a short drive out to the midnight shore. Oh, this life's too short to drive without you. Yes, this life's too short to be without you. Now see, the actor tries to save his face in the movies. The businessman, his name, a chain of stores. And the rest of us don't make his stories headlines. And it's a short drive out to the midnight shore. Oh, baby, it's a short drive from here to the midnight shore. So don't think twice, just open up the door. Say you'll be my wife, I'm yours forevermore. It's a short drive out to the midnight shore. It's a short drive out to that golden shore.
Nate Marshall on Bound for Glory, broadcast live from the Alternatives Library. Annabelle Taylor Hall at Cornell. Engineering, Dave Rice, Ted Robinette, Dick Warner. Best wishes to Terry Kelleher for a speedy recovery. Studio engineering, Beata Soboslai. Worldwide Web Gurus, Mark Anbinder, Jim Griffiths, Pam Pospisil. Hospitality, Jim Murphy. Graphics, Jim Harper. For the Friends of Bound for Glory, Pam Pospisil, Neil Rotach, Rumi Sodeh, and Ray Caveney. And Carrie Kerr, President Jim Harper. Phil Shapiro saying good night to you. Join us next Sunday night for Ross Hollow out of Indianapolis, here on Bound for Glory. And we're WVBR FM, Ithaca, New York. Have yourself a great week.
You guys want to sing one more? I only want to do it if you want to sing it. You guys got to pick it. Pick one. Any of them. Any song. Actually, piano or guitar. Actually, I had thought of one. This is one that I do with... it's all about... So I was going to do this. I'm glad I didn't. I was going to put out lists. So I've been doing this live request show when I play solo oftentimes to engage the audience more and to get them singing along with me in settings that aren't ideal for it like this, and to make more money. My dad's giving me the fingers. So I've learned a lot of requests, and I've like brushed up on old tunes and new tunes and stuff. And I was going to do that tonight and leave a hole in each set to do a request from the audience, but I didn't have time to get it together. I really wanted a nice hat and everyone to write their name and their request on the hat, and I'd pick it and make it a thing. So maybe down the road we'll do that, but I didn't do that. So now I have to pick, and I hate having to pick. Once your rep starts getting in the hundreds, it's like you can't pick. Does someone have one? Shout it out. Keep it down. I'm trying to do a show up here. Jesus. Jim. All right, you guys want to sing some Folsom Prison Blues with me? All right, let's do it. What's Y&A? Okay. Here we go. How about it? We're off the air, right?
I don't know if I can. We'll see.
It's not exactly in tune, I noticed, during your song. I just played a lot of chromatic stuff, so I was like, okay.
It's the blues. It's the
how does this start? I hear that train a-comin', it's a rollin' round the bend. And I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. Time keeps dragging on. But that train just keeps rolling on down to San Antonio. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. You know that line, yeah. When I hear that whistle blow, I hang my head and I cry. Play it, Joey! Well, I bet there's rich folks eating all in fancy dining cars, probably sinking coffee and smoking big cigars. And I knew I had it coming. I knew I can't be free. But those people just keep moving, and that's what tortures me. All right, my turn. If they free me from this prison, if that railroad train was mine, probably move it all a little farther down the line, far from Folsom Prison. That's where I long to stay. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Yes, I would. Thank you guys for hanging all night. Appreciate it very much. One more time for Joey. More than enough for my own listening pleasure, actually. That's right.